So I am sitting here today saying that I get it. This is my part of my karma. I will not participate in your karma, but your karma will always come. I may not be there to witness it, but I'm done. I'm done. I have resigned. Leave that man alone. You're not going to ruin him in order to ruin me. So I'm asking you very kindly to leave this man alone. He has two very young children, and he has no dog in this fight. He has nothing to do with the internet. He's way too busy. Leave him alone. I will be taking proper measures to ensure that you leave him alone, but I'm asking, please leave him alone. He has done nothing to you. And I will be enjoying my summer at home with my daughter. I'll probably be going to the beach, taking the dogs with me. I am going to enjoy my summer with my daughter before she starts her high school years.
So it's about over. As you hear with your own ears, do we hear any accountability? Do we hear any accountability whatsoever? All I did is I went through this massive spreadsheet, okay? And I said, you know what? While she's working, right? Working, saying these atrocious fucking things, takes no accountability whatsoever for things like this.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you guys. So Bird was with this old ass bitch, Jamie. They had children, two of them.
I'm telling you,
and they're all retarded. Bird's children are retarded as he is. Now, many of you would say, no, that's so...
The correct answer to that question is one.
So mean to say, but it's the truth. They are retarded as their father. They don't know how to do math. These girls are fucking dumb as fuck. Just like their father.
Still no accountability for behavior like that, right? Let me play something for you because it's all actually a lie. Okay? Now, have I emailed her employer? Yeah, absolutely. He deserves the right to know who he has working for him. He absolutely does deserve to know who is working for him, especially in her position, which is a medical assistant working at disorder.
Message, and we will return your phone call at our earliest opportunity. Thank you and have a great day. Please wait a moment.
Tori, how can I help you?
Hi, Tori. Can I speak with Nicole, please?
I think she might be in with a patient. Can I take a message?
I'll just call back. Thank you. You don't say. You don't say. You don't say. So all that shit I just made you all sit through and listen to was typical Nikalina fashion, a lie. I thought she resigned. I thought she resigned because I'm going to burn the clinic down. Okay, so now that we're all on the same page that everything Nikalina does and says is a flat out lie.
You cannot outrun karma. I'm here to tell you this. From experience, you cannot outrun karma. You can preach to the masses about how good of a person you are and how you hate real life and how going real life on people is an atrocity. And then when you suck those people in, you start going real life, you can't outrun your karma. So I started on this platform at the end of 2021, early 2022, with the sole goal of getting Ernie Shell off this platform. But I was wrong. Who the fuck am I to determine who can or cannot be on the internet? I was wrong. I was dumb. However, I didn't know that until about 8 months ago, when I realized I'm a fucking retard. That doesn't mean I'm not going to troll and poke the bear, because I'm still going to do it. But I'm going to reiterate, you cannot outrun karma. As much as you want to outrun karma, you cannot outrun it. So I'm receiving some of the karma that I deserve. Why? Because I was a fucking asshole on this platform from 2021 to 2024. Everything that happens to me, I deserve. 100%. 100% I deserve it. There's no excuses. So I knew that months ago. So I decided to change who I am because I used this platform as my whipping post instead of dealing with my real life shit, right? Does that make sense? I've started counseling to deal with being raped and all of the trauma that goes on with being raped, okay? And I know I'm still toxic at times. I get it. But what I cannot do is outrun my karma. Cannot outrun it. And neither can you. Now, I will not exact your karma. I am not in the business of exacting karma. It's not my job. That's the job of the universe. Now, is it okay if I'm an audience member of karma? Fuck yeah, it is. And I'll take a front row seat. You dig? So currently, I am dealing with Angelo, who doxed my job. Well, it was a dog whistle. Traitors and Bird harassing my employer. Not just today. This started weeks ago.
Thanks for tuning in. Today's show, we're going to be doing things a little bit differently. You know what I mean? That way I don't get hit with lewd conversations and so forth. We're going to be discussing Nikalina's unethical actions that the practitioners that she serves should be concerned about. In fact, so much so that I was kind enough to make sure to send out an email today to Nikalina's employer to inform them about the unethical actions of Nikalina and the fact that they should be concerned. Because here's the thing, and I highly warn until this practitioner manages to, remedy the situation, that anybody and everybody should be overly concerned about taking their children to any of these studies, or if anyone has been diagnosed with autism. And the reason why is because Nikalina's constant support for someone like Jimbo, who's a known pedophile. Now, mind you, this gentleman isn't on paper, but openly admits to sleeping with a 12-year-old. I think that it's par for the course to make sure that, the practitioners that she serves have an understanding of the dangers that presents to the general public that they may be servicing. And so much so that I made sure to reach out and, inform them of Nikalina's actions online, and that it's only appropriate that they are aware of what she has recently said about my autistic children, as she wished death upon them. Not just death, actually, murder by my own hand. Yeah, that's pretty fucking crazy. But again, I mean, if anyone's doing these researches, for their disorders they may be experiencing, they should be incredibly concerned, especially if it involves overnights. I would be overly concerned that Nikalina is the one involved with coordinating any of this, being that she talks about things like pedophilia, or even just the open support that she has shown for pedophiles, or the fact that she would, berate autistic children, minor children, for their autism and berate them as being stupid. I mean, that just blows my fucking mind that someone in such a professional environment would be so unethical and unprofessional. So if you have an interest in reaching out, I'm going to give you all the information that you need so you too can join the crusade of ensuring a safe medical environment full of ethical professionals to ensure people's health and safety. Let's be honest. Based on Nikalina's actions on the internet, we can clearly say that it is not a safe environment for children nor anyone that has been diagnosed with autism at this point. So yeah, there's that. Probably somebody hashtag her and let her know that this is going on, because she'll probably want to know, as I assume she's going to have a lot of explaining to do. Yeah, they're aware.
I've got all the emails. I got the original email, AI Angelo, from about 6 weeks ago. And I know you're part of it. You can sue me if you want. Don't give a fuck. That was the dog whistle. You had already dispatched somebody to send a message. I got the email. I still have the email. I replied to the email. After I replied to that email, shit started happening. I did that. I knew it was a weird email, Angelo. I knew, but I still responded. And there's a reason. Because there's karma for you. Possibly. It's coming. Anyways, so we've been watching all of this psychosis from Robert. 303 is really quiet because he's in deep doo-doo. And we have traitors doxing my employer, messaging my mother, my sister, my son, messaging my employer again, doxing my employer. Today, I realized part of this is my karma. So I made the decision because Traitors couldn't leave it on this platform, and she was doxing a man that immigrated to this country and is a legal citizen and has built his generational wealth. I decided it's time for me to resign. He's not going to be collateral damage to Traitors' psychosis. And it was a hard thing to do.
Keep in mind, first, it's important to remember that writing a letter of resignation is good karma. A well-written letter of resignation shows that you are of good character and keeps your reputation intact. It will also hold you in good standing with your employer in case you need to use them as a reference later on. Second, your letter of resignation can be short and brief. Number 3, it's actually good practice to print out the letter and resign in person. Let's jump into how to write the perfect letter of resignation. Tip number 1, customize your letter. You want to address your supervisor or your manager in an informal but friendly manner like, Dear John Doe. Begin the letter by explaining your intention of resignation and your last day of employment. This will make it crystal clear to your employer that you are indeed resigning and when they can expect your departure. You can use a statement like this. Please accept this letter of resignation from my position as, include the position title, my last date with, include the company name, will be, and then include the date.
And the thing that you need to remember about resigning, aside from the fact that you need to give them a reasonable number of weeks, which is 2, okay? Believe me, I know we all love to think we're so important, but you don't need to give them more than 2 weeks. Half the time they want to walk you out before then anyway. But you want to give them the 2 weeks notice. You want to make sure that you have a letter of resignation written. So you want to prepare your letter, and then you want to go talk to either your direct boss or talk to HR. I don't know, but you're going to go speak to somebody first. When you resign, you need to say to them, I'm resigning, and my last day is going to be. Give them the 2 weeks, okay? Don't give them 1 week. Don't give them 3 weeks. 2 weeks, okay? Give them the 2 weeks, and that's it.
Quitting a job step number 4 is to write and submit your professional job resignation letter to your immediate manager or supervisor. Quitting a job step number 5. Make sure you serve your full notice period, and during the notice period, maintain professionalism and also offer to train your replacement if they manage to find one in time.
Thought she resigned because I'm going to burn the clinic down. Okay,